What's up, everyone? It's Scotty with MoneyVest. So next week is a big battle between the Bulls and the Bears. I don't have to say more than that because technicals are going to be very, very important as we head into the next week because we're coming up to a very important resistance. And in this video, I want to highlight every single thing that's going to happen. In other words, economic and earnings that are coming out, and of course go over the technical analysis as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this video and find it helpful. Make sure that you drop a like. I would really appreciate it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Links to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below if you're interested in joining us, and of course getting access to all the members only benefits, including the intrinsic value spreadsheets, our volatility cheat sheets, a lot of very, very useful and valuable information, as well as the members only videos that I will be posting. And we've got over 42 videos, by the way, that are specific to members only. These are tutorials, educational courses that are available for everyone. So links are going to be down below. I'm gonna love to have you on board. I did open up a couple more spots if you're interested in joining. So this right here is the earnings calendar. We do have quite a few very interesting names for next week, and that is going to be NXP. I think it's one of my favorite companies in the semiconductor space that I haven't looked into a whole lot, but I think I definitely would be interested at better prices. Of course, my darling Vertex Pharmaceutical is also reporting on Monday after the bell, and a company that I did buy a lot of, Realty Income Corp. This is a stock that I do believe personally is trading at a very, very attractive level. Of course, sub 40 and mid 40s were even better, and now it's, I think, pushed back up to over $50 per share. So I did pick up a lot of shares last week for Realty Income Corp. So they're reporting, and we'll learn a little bit more about their acquisition with Spirit Realty as well, and what that looks like, what that partnership looks like moving forward. Technoglass is going to be pre-market on Monday. This is another, in my opinion at least, very high quality business that has been selling off. So that's the earning that I will be looking into, of course. Tuesday we've got Uber, we've got Celsius, we got Datadog, we got D.R. Horton. All these companies pre-bell, and then Rivian, Devon Energy, Upstart, and Occidental is going to be after the bell. All these companies super important, especially Rivian because of Amazon's purchase, and Upstart because of the current interest rate environment. Devon and Oxy because Warren Buffett's a big shareholder, and Devon, of course, in the energy sector as well. We've got Roblox pre-bell on a Tuesday, AMC after the bell on the very same day, on Wednesday, and then of course we got Twilio, we've got Walt Disney, we got Marathon Digital reporting, Affirm, HubSpot, Digital Turbine, Virgin Galactic is also all these companies reporting after the markets close. And pre-bell on Thursday, we got Li Auto, we got Novavax, we got Oatly, we got Fiverr, and that's pretty much it. We got Unity Software, The Trade Desk, Wynn Resorts, Canopy Growth, Aurora Cannabis. So all these after the bells. It's not like a large cap big tech week because that's over. We've already gone through majority of the earnings in the S&P 500, and now we're moving more towards a little bit of speculation, a little bit of unprofitable companies that are going to be reporting. Of course, some of the bigger ones are going to be Walt Disney. We got Vertex Pharmaceutical, Realty Income Corp, and then Occidental. So these are like still, very well established, profitable, solid cash flows, but other ones are, not there yet. So that's going to be the earnings calendar. The ones that I've highlighted are the ones that I will be looking into, maybe looking into their earnings, doing some videos and looking into their earnings calls as well. And this right here is a very interesting chart shared in our community that I wanted to present. And that's basically the index of consumer sentiment. Consumer sentiment's coming out next week. So if you come over here, consumer sentiment is going to be on Friday, November 10th. And pop quiz question for you. November 7th, Tuesday, there's nothing special, but I will be live. Let me know if you guys can guess exactly why I would be live on November 7th on Tuesday, even though there's nothing that's special that's going on. Let me know, because usually I do live streams on special events and special occasions. So let me know why. It's a pop question. It's a question for you guys in the comments. On Tuesday, November 7th, I will be live. There will be a live stream. Why? There's nothing special coming out from an economic standpoint or earnings standpoint, but I'll still be live. Guess down in the comment section below. So this right here, index of consumer sentiment, actual number has been declining quite a bit. So since the pandemic began, Americans have been gloomy despite the stronger economy. So we kind of dropped below 50, and now we're kind of trickled back up to over 60 levels. So that is, again, going to be coming out on Friday. Jobless claims come out every Thursday. They have been ticking higher a little bit, so that's another really, really important metric and indicator to pay attention to. And then rest of the week, we don't really have a lot. It's just speeches from FOMC members. We got consumer credit, international trade and goods services, wholesale inventories, and again, Fed's balance sheet, jobless claims, and the consumer sentiment. And the Treasury statement also comes out on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern as well. So if you move over to the market, the reason why I mentioned that this is a very important week from a technical analysis standpoint is because we are now coming up to that resistance on the S&P, right? So 4,400 is the level that the S&P needs to break out of if we have any chance of continuing on this momentum back higher and to make a higher high. If you get rejected, if the bears step in right there at that level, so this is the resistance that we were talking about here. So this right here is the level. If you know we kind of come up to that supply and we get rejected, there's a possibility that we roll right back down and make our way back down potentially to those support levels. But given how strong the rally has been, given the last 4 days have been every single day we've gapped up and we continue that momentum intraday, the probability for us to see a breakout is somewhat higher. But of course, next week, we're going to find out whether we break out over 4,400 and stay there or not, what the next week looks like. Because this past week was super strong. I mean, take a look at the weekly candle. It was up 5.85%. Literally the last 2 weeks of red was recovered in one single week. So in this example, instead of taking staircases up and elevators down, we took staircases down and elevator up. Very, very quick reaction to the market and a technical rebound this past week on the dropping of Treasury yields. Not to mention the Fed meeting that also took place also boosted that optimism, not from a standpoint of rate cuts or anything, because Jerome Powell continued to mention that there will be possibility of rate hikes further and rate cuts are not even in question. But this right here is strictly off of the idea that the market's not buying Jerome Powell's potential bluff, right? And the Treasury yields also dropping on the back of the Fed meeting. And as a result, we saw very nice liquidity participation, broad-based participation in the markets pushing back up. So if that momentum continues, there is a high probability I will put down for next week that we do see a breakout given how strong the momentum was. But it's still a game of wait and see until we get a breakout above 4,400. Same thing with the NASDAQ. Very strong rally. The level that we are paying attention to right now is going to be 13,700. So that's going to be in line with this resistance right here. It's going to be in line with this, lower high that we're coming up to and the previous resistance where we have gotten rejected for the NASDAQ as well. And support level is going to be at around this 13,100, kind of in the intermediate, all the way down to 12,500. So that's where we are for the market. Get ready, strap up, because it's about to get really, really interesting and volatile. And this next week is mostly technicals that are going to be the more important. The following week, we've got inflation data on November 14th. So, of course, that's going to be a market-moving event. And interest rate expectations will change according to where CPI ends up being. So we'll be doing live streams and videos on that as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. If you did, make sure that you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and also comment in the comment section down below why on Tuesday, November 7th, I will be live, even though there is nothing special for the earnings or the economic data. Let me see who can guess it. As always, happy investing. Check out the links down below if you want to join our MoneyVest community on Patreon, Discord, and also the educational courses that are going to be available. I'm working on the new Psychology of Investing course, and it's taken me a long time to work on this. It's going to be a compilation of my 9 years of investing, reading many books on finance and investing and philosophy and psychology, and making every mistake in the book. And that course with 20 to 30 lectures is going to basically go over everything related to psychology of the markets and investing and money and personal finance. So that's going to be released very soon, hopefully next week, fingers crossed. And as always, happy investing, and I will see you all in the next video.